Good evening to all. In this video, let us see about the 5 Lean Six Sigma principles which any industry should adopt immediately. So, the 5 Lean Six Sigma principles to increase the efficiency are: focus on the customer, map out the value stream, remove wastes, communicate with our team, and create a culture of accepting the change and the flexibility with in line with the technology updates. So first principle is focus on the customer, which will give a most prudent piece of business advice which holds true today. So no matter what business we are in, we should always put our customers first. Everything should revolve around our customers and their needs. After all, without the customers, where would our organization be? So, before starting any drastic or even a minor change, uh, the industry should establish the level of quality or the requirements that the industry have promised with its customers. So, every decision which the industry is making should bring the industry closer to closer in terms of the delivering value. So, it should be in line with the competitors in that particular area. So the next one is map out the value stream. So before we can improve the process, we have to know all the steps in it. So which we call it as a value stream mapping is nowadays it is very essential, and the value stream mapping includes manufacturing, production control, distribution of the finished products, and all the machining things like cutting, stamping, packaging, and so on. So, which attracts the customers. So, we have to map out the value stream, and even um, if the industry is ready to document the workflows, it is very important to examine how the things are being done, which determines the steps to add value, and which therefore can be improved from the process. So this is the second principle of Lean Six Sigma, that is mapping out the value stream. So the third one is removing the waste to create flow. So um, we call Lean is reduction in waste, and Six Sigma as doing things right. Now, okay. So doing the right things and doing things right. These are the two phrases of Lean and Six Sigma which we have seen and discussed in the previous video. But before we make any improvements and create a flow in our process for the entire manufacturing of the product, we need to visualize and remove the waste. So, which looks like a simple step, but both Lean and Six Sigma teach that inefficiencies can sometimes be hidden, which is why it is so important to first know what is counted as waste, and then understand how to reduce the variations. So waste in the sense it is not only the general waste what we look into it, but storage of raw materials as inventory without receiving the order from the customer is also a greatest waste in terms of industries. So like this, we have to count all the wastes. The industry should know what are all as is counted as waste, and it should be promptly prevented. The fourth principle is communication. Communicate with our team. So generally, the ways to communicate and disseminate all any information includes making the full process easily accessible for stakeholders and employees according to their specific role. So the according to the roles and responsibilities of each and every stakeholder, they should be in a position to access the full process easily. That is the main thing in communication with our team. So, creating process maps that show our employees what has changed about their workflow is also very important. So, through these process maps, the employees will be able to perform well, which acts indirectly to motivate them. So, people don't like change, which means that in our organization, our employees will likely keep doing what they are doing unless the management tells them otherwise. So we all will think that what we are actually doing is the biggest thing, but the actual efficient performance lies in when we start improving consistently in our role which is allotted to us. So the employees should be in a position, should have an attitude to accept any feedback or to accept any corrections what the management is telling. So this is the main success for communicating effectively with our team. So the last principle is creating a culture of change and flexibility, not only within the customers, within the employees. It is also the industry should be flexible to any technological change which takes place globally. So Lean Six Sigma requires a lot of change, and the industry should be in a position to welcome the change and encourage the employees to accept the changes. So the root of this cultural change should be data, or it may be a technology, and so on. So these are all the five Lean Six Sigma principles which are very essential for any manufacturing industry. Thank you.